Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis for MEIOU and Taxes 3.0 with me, Alpha and Osman with Devlet-i. So in the previous episode we have done a couple of things. Most notably we have won a war against Germanids, taking 2 of the 3 provinces that they had and subjugating the remaining stump of land. And we have had our ruler die. Now we are being ruled by Murat III Osmanli, who took after his father's death. We started also a negotiation or improvement of relations with 3 potential allies, with the Aydinids, with Karamanids, and with Tekids. So today we're going to continue with that. Once we are happy with the results, we are going to declare war on Jandarids, and we're going to take their territory, most notably Sinop, Chankiri, and we're going to try to subjugate them by, leaving them with their capital of Kastamonu. We'll see if we're going to be able to handle that much aggressive expansion. I might have to change my plans a little bit or let the war run for a while. We'll see. But for now, diplomacy will be our way because we need to make sure we get our potential friends into an alliance. So, we currently improve relations with our Germanid vassal. I mean, are they called vassal at this point? Vassal state, yeah, okay. But they probably have a little bit of a different name. They are... Wait, it's a royal marriage. Where is the subjugation? Wait, no, I'm not at the right one. That is a little bit of an issue. You need to click on the right nation and then you will see what you want to see. So no, they're a vassal state. Okay. I was hoping that there would be a little special name for them, because there is more than one state you can be in this mod. But Hungary tells us of birth of an heir. Our wife finally gave birth to a new heir, so now they have a child. Catherine d'Anjou gave birth to a child and successful expedition. Yep, our decision to use the Rumeli has paid off. For Halil is home safe and the Rumeli successful after all. Halil returns to us meek yet alive. So that gives us 25 prestige. Coincidentally, the amount that we paid for this choice. Okay, so I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. You're drilling, which is good. We need you at top-notch ability. We're improving relations with Karamanids and with whom? With you, with Tekids. Okay. So now that we have... Okay, so we can no longer increase relations with Karamanids, and we are nowhere near max, but the aggressive expansion is gonna go away, the declared war on neighbor is gonna go away, and Ottoman threat is gonna go away. And I think we might be able to get a little bit more with them. Do we have a royal marriage? Yes, we do. Okay, so then there's the option for asking for military access, though I'm not sure if that would help us at this point. First of all, you can now be offered an alliance, which you will accept. And once we get you to, what was it, 180, they would be willing to become our vassal. Okay, we can do the military access with them. For you, a gift would be an option. And that would actually... we don't need much. Also offering us an alliance. Jidits. Okay, so I'll accept that. And we need what? 6. 75 would take care of that. Question is if we need to do that, if there isn't a better option. Favors. They don't want a loan, obviously. Improve relations. Makes no sense. Okay, so I just ask for military access. That's gonna increase our relation to them, and then we're gonna send them a gift and bring them into our fold. Now for you, we can go with military access. We can give you military access. That's 125 plus this. Now without the aggressive expansion, we could do well, but I think that actually just purely improving relations would be enough to get them on our side. So that is definitely something that we want to do. Oh, it's 1st of January. Okay, I was wondering why the game freezes. There is a ton of calculations going on at that date every single year. You have all of the trade and production and communication efficiency. Everything gets recalculated on this specific date. And of course, the burden of taxation comes as well. So we're going to improve relations with the Jidits. And for you, we actually don't have to. The relations keep increasing on their own. And if I just need to give you a little bit of a push, and that's going to be enough. Sorry guys, I know you hate us at this point, but we need to stop improving relations with you. You're going to improve on your own pretty quickly. Royal marriage would be more than enough for that as well. Okay. Handling around these relations is a little bit tricky because I must not miss anything. So, Karamanids are gonna enter an alliance with us soon. Your relations are being improved. No, they're not. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna offer you an alliance, and at that point we can declare a war over here because there is no point in waiting. The relations can keep improving while we expand our territory. So, possible allies. Oh, we have only 2 alliance slots. Okay. International influence. I did not know that that was an issue here. Okay, well, that actually tells me a lot about what we want to do eventually. With Jidits, we're gonna let this run its course, then we're gonna vassalize them, and that breaks the alliance, I believe, and we can go with Karamanids. The only issue here is going to be pretty dramatically that we're gonna get yet another hit to relations. Well, is it worth it? It's a question. Whether or not we want to wait, but I don't think so. We can get Karamanids down the line. I don't think they have really good relations with their neighbors. Eretnids, those are the ones that I'm trying to avoid a war with. So what is the risk of you guys? Yeah, there's no risk of you getting up on me at all. So how would a war go here? And we already have 2 allies anyways, so it's not very likely. 148. How fast do they improve? I think we get about 3 per month, right? Yeah, about 3 per month. Okay, let's declare the war, then we're gonna have to give it the rest anyway, and then we'll focus on getting our last ally. So, we want Chankiri, but I would really like Sinop as well. I'm gonna see how that goes. We have quite a significant amount of troops compared to them, so it is really not an issue. So where do they have forts? They have a pretty heavy fort at Kastamonu. There's a small fort over here and no fort at Sinop. Okay, and we can actually get just Chankiri here. The good news is that that doesn't really spell doom for us, but if we try to vassalize them, it might. Well, for now we'll just march at them. White looting, because we want this territory for ourselves. No issue. Lance rests. We're still a little bit ahead of time, so there's no point in getting it as we're not really facing any major threat. Let us siege. I might actually sack. No, there's really nothing in Kastamonu. Sinop is the city, and it's the one that I have my eyes on. And it's coincidentally one I'm gonna get. Believe it or not. Even if they will not give it to us, we will take it from them. So Chankiri is gonna fall pretty quickly. There really isn't much of a defense here, but we'll have to take Kastamonu as well. How's the plague going? I haven't checked that one in a while, and I'm kinda afraid it's spreading towards us. Wait, it's gone. Yeah, okay. So the plague is gone. Interesting. So that was a minor one. I was expecting it to be one of the bigger ones. You usually get those early on, but thank God this one is gone. And Bursa and Izmit are going to be converted very soon, which is great. So we can then go ahead and start working on more of our conversions. Okay, and now Izmit. Good. So we can then convert. Why is Chanakala such an issue for us? How many people live here? Quite a lot, actually. Okay, so Chanakala goes next, and Üsküdar, the other half of Istanbul. They change the territory of Venice over here. Oh, no, this is Genoa, not Venice. I always get those two mixed up. They have a number of ports in Anatolia. 1, 2. They have a couple more. No, they have just 2 ports. Okay. So I remember that incorrect as well. They have Amastria here and Amisos, 2 cities. And both are minor center of trades. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, so we need both of them, I mean, sure. Okay, Chankiri ought to fall soon. We can call people into war, but that's not an issue. Okay. River Royal Marriage, Ally Attitude. Come on. You were willing to join us, so don't mess it up right now, because if I am not able to vassalize you during this war, it will be a significant problem for us, because once we take these guys down, it's gonna incur another hit on our relations with everyone. So come on, be a pal. Our relations are getting improved anyway, so maybe we'll see. But I don't see a modifier here for relations. Ally attitude. Yeah, it's really just based on the economy and distance. Damn, I was hoping they were willing to accept it. What changed? Military power. Okay, we could temporarily raise a couple of new units. I don't mind that. We can disperse those later on. The infantry and the other recruitment is super cheap in the game because we have very high... Well, I guess it is because of the very strong position of our aristocracy. And you're actually paying even for your manpower. It's a little bit of a more complicated system than you are used to, or that everybody is used to. Okay, so we have to take Kastamonu from the vanilla game. So they will not accept this. Not surprising, it would end up in their vassalization. But we're gonna go for that. Anything else difference between the national level? Oh, diplomatic reputation. Can we switch you and get a better diplomatic reputation? That would be possible. You're a bureaucrat as well. So that would maybe even make sense, though we lose one of those relations and we're gonna have to start paying for that. But I'm willing to make that trade, even if temporarily. So we're gonna see if the further recruitment helps us with our position, and if we miss just a little, then I'm gonna do it. We definitely can vassalize them down the line when we get Sinop and Kastamonu, but at this point it will be a little bit more of a trouble. Hey, allies came to join us. Good on you, Germianids. Thank you for coming. Okay, let's send you in there. Speed it up a little bit. So, does this make a difference? Yemen, show me what you got. It does make a difference. Okay, so we have managed to core our provinces. Now we can make them a territory and record them for that. That should mean, yep, we have 0 overextension, which is great. When was that last unit? Did I cancel that? Oh, please tell me I didn't cancel that. That would have been stupid. A gift to the state. I'm gonna check that in a second, but I'm really trying to get the tickets on board with this whole vassalization thing. Come on, we need just a little bit more. So you know what? This is actually... We do have a lot of money, so let us shock them with our might and awe. A gift to the state. The nobility and the businessmen of the realm have decided to reward our good governance for recent years by donating cash to the treasury. Some out of pure patriotism, others in exchange for honorary titles and positions. I'm gonna spend it on loyalty and prestige. That's much better. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit overboard here, but that might be just enough to make them consider this. And at about the same time, we're gonna have roughly the necessary relations for that. Okay, in 16 days, we're gonna see if that makes a difference, but we can then go and jump in on the whole diplomatic reputation if it's still not enough. I mean, again, I'm willing to pay a little bit for it if it comes down to it. Yeah, we'll have to. Okay, this is gonna hurt our relations with the quirks a little. I'm gonna lose a little bit of stability, but I'll take it. Okay, now we're there. And we... Target country must be at peace. Okay, that shouldn't affect us. I just realized that... Ah, here we go. The plan is successful. So offer vassalization to the tickets. They will accept that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now you. They would accept the alliance, but we must... Okay, I can disband you again. We don't need you. We have impressed our ally enough. And now we'll need to focus on you. So military access, royal marriage, and alliance with Jidits. Now we are able to do this, but we just have to take you guys down. So who will be in this coalition against us? Eretnitz, Menteshitz, Amenitz. So what if I didn't take your territory and just purely subjugated you? Would that work? It would. Okay. So if we're just going for subjugation, we can do it. We can actually take away that territory piece by piece. It's not an issue. Come on. How much money do you have? I want all of it. 55. Okay. Well, we have a new war goal then. But check it the moment the actual peace treaty is signed. Wow, actually that was really fast. Our machineries are at fire. Okay, so now we could do the whole navy thing. So, let's get warships. As shipbuilding developed, distinct types of ships emerged. Some hulls were faster, others could carry more cargo, while others were simply cheaper. Eventually, this led to a specialized form of ships, such as warships. So this increases our naval force modifier by 1%. We get a naval morale increase of 0.2, and it enables Doe Raider. And we can now get the Lance Rust as well. We get here Army Tradition +1 for the next 10 years. Lance Rust, or arrows, allowed heavy cavalry to carry a heavier lance, enabling devastating charges that use the weight and momentum of their mount to add an unstoppable force. So cavalry shock is increased. And Castamano needs to fall. Come on. How much did we loot? 14. That's really not bad. 56 is the total loot. With the fall of Castamano, this is gonna probably increase significantly. I mean, it is their capital. Oh, no, well, development is nothing crazy. Okay, so would you accept this raw deal now? You would. It is better, but not that much better. I think it's safer to... What's this? Chonic. Czechia. That's unnecessary. Can you revoke horse? Bol, yes. We want that revoked. Maximum money and become our vassal. It should be enough. We still get aggressive expansion, but not as much as we would otherwise. So I'll take it. So, they are now our vassal. Which is a really good thing for us. I'll send my army back home to Bursa. Now let's see how much damage we did to relations with Karaman. It's way less than I would have expected. Okay, aggressive expansion. This is gonna cure itself within a couple of years. So, what are we improving relations with? Jidits. Okay, I don't think they're gonna accept vassalization, will they? Nope. Okay, so this is enough. And with tickets, they have a really good relation with us, so we can lower that as well. And instead, we are gonna start improving relations with our vassals. The reason behind this is fairly simple, and I'll explain what it is in just about a second. 24th December. Okay, so let's look at the results of the war in the meantime. We've looted 145.08 amount of wealth. Almost 30 has been taken into our treasury. And we spent about 136 gold, let's call it, during the war. And we had about 7,167 men lost to the war. So you guys can start drilling again. Now it's 20th of December, and the reason why I want to improve relations with our vassals is simple. It significantly lowers their willingness to raise against me. But most importantly, in the case of Jidits, I can actually seize their land if their liberty desire is below 50. And the best way how you can do that is by increasing relations with you. So once the relations with them goes over a certain threshold and their liberty desire lowers, we can take Chankiri and then we can take Sinop and basically leave them with Kastamonu, which was the original plan. I'm not entirely sure, I won't lie, how this is going to affect our relations with our neighbors like Karamanids, which we want to sway into an alliance with us, but I think this peaceful seizing does not give you aggressive expansion, or at least I think so. I'm not entirely sure, but I really do not believe it should be a major issue for us. Okay, liberty desire is now 52%, burden of taxation, that is fine. Okay, we have a lot of relations, a lot more than we should have. Yeah, 5 over. So is there a chance to switch you again for someone that, yes, you would increase our diplomatic relations, and so would you. So I can basically rehire you now. So let's do that. It's gonna, again, lower our stability points a little bit, but again, we are now trying to mostly establish ourselves, and we don't really have any other desire than that. So I need to again improve relations with you, unfortunately, but we are very close to finishing up this plan as well. So remember, the desire is still 54%, but the relation and trust should lower that significantly. What about our other? Well, no, we'll need this diplomat for Karamanids, but once we enter an alliance with them, I can actually fully focus on improving relations with our vassals. At which point I think I'm gonna do our first skip, let the game run for a couple of years until the war with Byzantium, because I think that's gonna be our next big break. Actually, not even that, because it's gonna happen in a year, so it's not such a major skip. Come on, guys, I know you want it as much as I do. Stop playing hard to get. Okay, so I'm gonna record this diplomat because he's not gonna do us any good there anymore, and I'm gonna send him to get minutes. to improve relations. We really need to make sure that our vassals are happy with us. Eventual annexation aside, it's good to have them on your side so that they won't just jump you the first moment and chance they get. Valentina Visconti, a message from Milan. Valentina was born in Milan as the second of the 4 children of Gian Galeazzo Visconti, the first Duke of Milan. The death of Bernabo in 1385 left Gian Galeazzo as the sole ruler over the Visconti inheritance, and with this Valentina's status changed considerably. At this point, the new Lord of Milan opened negotiations with King Wenceslas of Germany and Bohemia for a marriage between Valentina and his half-brother John of Gurwitz. At the same time, he also negotiated a union with Louis II of Anjou, titular King of Naples, who was, at the time, betrothed to Lucia Visconti, one of Bernabo's daughters. However, Marie of Blois, Dowager Duchess of Anjou, finally cancelled the negotiations, and then Gian Galeazzo turned his attention to his nephew by marriage, Louis, Duke of Touraine, second son of King Charles V of France and brother of the reigning Charles VI. King Wenceslas became aware of the double game of the Gian Galeazzo and broke off the negotiations with a letter full of insults, leaving Louis the only suitor of Valentina, his first cousin. In the contract was also stipulated that in the absence of male heirs, Valentina would inherit the Visconti dominions. It was because of this that her grandson Louis XII of France claimed the Duchy of Milan and embarked on the Italian wars as their choice of action. Oh wait, no, that's Italian wars, and it's just telling us that this is their choice of action. I was wondering, that sentence makes very little sense. Okay, there will be blood. Nizhny Novgorod is preparing to attack Murom. So, come on, 74. We're almost there. It's not gonna be such an issue, will it? Okay, Liberty Desire is down to 52, and we can get the sale of public office. For 9 years, we are gonna get urban production efficiency plus 1%, lower yearly corruption, and rural production efficiency. We now have 1056 naval supplies, but I'm still interested in raising that a little, because yeah, we will need 200 per ship. How's that port going, guys? Have you managed to finish it? They did! Okay, so now we have a trading harbor in Bursa. So we can actually start upgrading the infrastructure. In Izmit we also have a trading harbor. Chanaka is not a major city, so we're not really getting enough when it comes to harborage. What about Bolu? Iskidar. Okay, Iskidar has a certain urban development. Yeah, 20,000 residents there. Izmit already has this. And we checked that building this port would be like 500 gold. I'm gonna recheck that if I remember it correctly, but I think that's the case. We can actually unpause this. Build infrastructure. Design the project, improve infrastructure, harborage, or rank 3. Yeah, 540. So instead, we are going to go and build this in Iskidar. That is going to be much better. Design the project, improve infrastructure, harborage, rank 2, and that's 89 gold. Okay, we can do that. So, an ongoing construction here. This will greatly increase the amount of naval materials we will be getting. So far we're getting only 18 each month, and I'm pretty sure we have to pay quite a high maintenance for all of our potential ships. So building the fleet without sufficient basis for their support is a little bit, well, not great. So why are we now bleeding money? We're drilling 16 out of 15. Okay, so we're paying a little bit extra for our for our units. So I can get rid of one of you. That's gonna save us a little bit of cash. Yeah, this is much better. This is much better. But still, we should be making way more. What's the cost? Advisor maintenance, army maintenance, fort maintenance. Well, until we get the relations with Karaman, it's high enough. I won't really feel... Yeah, but I think we can actually get it next year. Definitely, that's... Yeah. Okay, so we'll be able to get this done next. Okay, Liberty Desire is at 51. By taking the provinces, we're also going to drastically lower it because the relative army and economic power also plays a role with the Liberty Desire, so we have to keep that in mind. Okay, that free diplomat could really have been good for us elsewhere, like in here. Improving relations here while I was waiting. Wait, actually, no. Tickets. So, wait, what am I not improving with you? Are we maxed? Yeah, we're maxed. Okay, so that's fine. And I should have marriage with all of you, right? I didn't military access for marriage alliance. Meaning vassal state. No, we don't have with them. So I didn't. We can get. That's the kids. These guys. So we can get a royal. No. Ah, no, you guys. Yeah, and they won't accept it. Disloyal attitude. Okay. So we need to wait for that to fix itself. Hey, now it fixed itself. Okay then, let's immediately get the royal marriage done. That's going to be another boost to relations and will allow us to keep them a little bit more in line. And I believe this is the year when we can embark on an adventure against the Byzantines. Okay, so, hold on. Hold on. Where's the royal marriage? Over here. Okay. Yep, the Liberty Desire is now 30, which is good, as that is also going to allow me to do this. Oh, come on, game, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Too many things happening at the same time, so I can seize Chankiri from them. It's gonna increase the Liberty Desire by 36. That is fine. I'll take it. And 77. So I really just need to improve relations for 1 month, and then we are good to go on the alliance thing. Okay, man. And I also need to stop relation improvements. Oh no, I'll pull. Okay, let's do it this way. And I can core Chankiri, which will make it ours forever. We call a diplomat. And now we can finally finalize this. Amazing. So, we have done all the goals for this episode. We have actually managed to defeat the Jandarids. We've taken Chankiri, and next we're going to take Sinop once the Liberty Desire goes down again. We're going to leave Kastamonu alone. That's not a problem. But Sinop is a port. It's a very good natural location. So it's going to greatly increase, I think, the amount of naval materials that we're going to be getting. We're also building the port in Iskandar, but that's not related. We managed to get Karamanits as our ally. We managed to vassalize Tikits, and thus we are doing pretty good. We have 3 subjects, and yeah, generally speaking, the Anatolian area is swaying to our will. So when we look at the... where is it? There was this Anatolian power. Yep. We have a 30.9% share of Anatolian development now. That's great. That is great. So, thank you very much for joining me. See you in the next episode, which is going to be dedicated to preparing for war with Byzantium. We're gonna take a lot of your territory, guys. I hope you're ready for that.